Okay, the engine is out. And let me tell you, it was a fiasco. If you do this, I hope you're doing it on an automatic. Because doing it on a standard, this is a disaster. See how far the flywheel sticks out past the back of the block? Add to that the clutch plate, pressure plate, all that stuff, and you've got an ordeal. This part here catches up on the cowl. The water pump hit, the radiator support, the front pulley here hit. Let me point at it there. Front pulley there, it hit on the radiator support. I ended up using a pipe, which I'm looking for it, but I don't see it. That pipe right there, to be able to pry. That's a 6-foot pipe. The front of the engine past the radiator support, because this here just jams up between the cowl and the radiator support. I'm also going to say, make sure you remove that. The only reason I didn't remove that was because that bolt is seized in there. And I've done this stuff. I've never done one on a Ford V6. I admit it. And I ordered a book last night on how to work on these SOBs. So hopefully I don't have quite as much trouble putting it back together. And I am 99.9% sure you cannot put this thing back in with the upper plenum on. That's got to come off to get this thing in, because there's only like that much room between that plenum and the bottom of the cowl. So it's an ordeal. I thought it was just going to come loose, slide forward, then I could just tip it up and slide it up and out, but it did not do that. Not even close. But my backing plate here, it got hung up. But other than that, I broke off one sensor. I'm guessing that's a temperature sensor right there. That's the only thing that got hung up that absolutely would not come out. Well, no, that. But see my bracket here? I pulled on it that hard, I bent that bracket. Bent it clear in. It used to stand up over here. This piece here is bent sideways. If you can see that. I think you can. This was not fun. This took me 3 hours to get this out of the truck. And that's after having everything unbolted. So, yeah, going back in, it's going to be totally different. That'll be off. The pulley will be off. I will look and see how, let's see, that bracket there will be off. And I may wait and put the water pump on after it's in the truck. That way I have a lot of room in the front. And I've got room to work this thing and maneuver it in. And I'll leave the plenum off, which I hate, but it's going to have to be done because there's just no room. You can barely get it out of there as is. So, either way, that's my gripe and complaint, and I'm just letting you know that my bright idea wasn't such a bright idea. If you have an automatic, and you don't have all this back here, you'll have enough room. It'll be tight, but you'll have enough room. And get that part off right there to hold the AC compressor and the power steering pump. Get it off, and I think you can come forward and just have just enough room to clear to get the water pump to come up and out. But with that clutch and pressure plate and all that stuff sticking back there, I'm saying 3 inches. You just can't do it. You just cannot slip this thing out easy. It's a battle. So, now you know the, what do they call it? The skinny on it. I gotta say, now you know the facts. So, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm not going to tear this thing down until I get my book in, so I can check everything to see what I have to do. It's a bit dirtier inside than what I was anticipating, because I kept this thing maintained. But I'm going to test all the injectors and make sure everything is working right there when I tear this thing down, put it back together. So at that point, you'll get to see the injector pressure tester cleaner that I built. Blah, that's a mouthful. And I still haven't figured out where that hose goes. Ain't that a booger? Alright, have a good day. Had to take the torch to those. Exhaust manifold, both sides. And I replaced this manifold when I bought the truck. Okay, I'll quit jabbering, whatever. I'm not looking forward to seeing how bad the clutch is burnt. I had the car trailer hooked up to it with a car on it, and had to go through a big dip and then straight up a hill, and I could smell the clutch burning a little. That little V6 just did not have quite enough oomph to just pull it straight on. Okay, the last time, like, share, subscribe, wherever it's at. Tell a friend, tell 12, and have a good day. You won't be seeing anything about this for at least 2 weeks, possibly longer. Y'all take care. Bye.